I've tried over 100 SEO strategies in the last 6 years. And in this video, I'm going to share with you which ones are working right now in 2025. If you don't know who I am Miko Martinez. I've been in the SEO industry for over 6 years now. I've worked on over 200 projects and I've helped scale some of them to over 7 figures in annual revenue. So let's get to the video. Which SEO strategies are working right now in 2025? Number one, keeping it simple. You do not want to waste resources on doing things like making your store beautiful. You don't want to end up spending your budget on a dev to change this color, use these buttons, etc., etc. The thing with Shopify, like the thing with these Shopify stores are that simple actually works. For most of the brands that we work with, they actually use a pretty simple theme and design because for example, site speed. Like Shopify stores are designed to load quickly, and they actually do get slower when you add more onto them. Like if, for example, you're using a poorly optimized theme, and you don't even need to use a paid theme, like a free theme like Dawn, which is beautiful, actually loads really quickly. So you don't even have to actually pay for a theme, right? Again, your Shopify store gets slower as you add all these unnecessary things like using overly high resolution images or using unnecessary apps to make your site look beautiful, right? Like if you wanted to put a product CTA on a blog, you don't have to use an app. You can use HTML. You can ask ChatGPT to help you code a piece of HTML to create that product CTA if you can't afford a dev. But yeah, you want to keep things simple. You don't want to waste your resources. When it comes to SEO, it really pays to keep it simple. Number two, you want to focus on high leverage tasks. You want to ask yourself, what's going to move the needle? Because when it comes to SEO, there's so many things that you can do, right? When it comes to technical SEO, content, and backlinks, there's so much tasks that you can do. Like, oh, I need to fill in this alt tag, or I need to write an amazing meta description, or things like that. But you can get lost in all these tasks and end up doing tasks that actually don't move the needle. So you want to focus on high leverage tasks. And for example, when it comes to technical SEO, you just want to make sure that your store is easy to crawl. That's the 80-20 when it comes to technical SEO. And that involves fixing thin or duplicate pages, broken links, making sure that you have a good robots.txt that's doing its job, and making sure that you're implementing structured data or schema on your site, right? I actually outline all of that in our free training on technical SEO for Shopify. It's available in the link in the description. Okay. And when it comes to content and backlinks, it's all about quality over quantity. I'm going to cover this in more detail later on, so stick around. It's towards the end of the video. And this is going to be a short video, so yeah, just stick around. Next, you want to build a topical map. So what is a topical map? It's basically keyword research on steroids. You want to uncover every single topic you need to cover to be recognized as the leading expert or authority in your industry. And you want to do a few things, right? Number one, you want to cluster your keywords because one page can and should rank for multiple keywords, right? And you want to make sure that you're focusing on one specific topic per page. If you're talking about too many things on a single page, like with different intents, then you're going to confuse the search engine. Okay. And the second thing that you want to do is prioritize, right? When it comes to keyword research, building a topical map, and publishing that content on your site, there's you end up with like hundreds, if not thousands, of keywords, right? And you don't know. It's very important to understand which keywords to start with. And it's always best practice to start with your money keywords first, because this is what's going to drive revenue growth, right? So you want to start with the bottom of the funnel, which are usually your shopping page keywords, your money keywords, and then eventually progress to the top of the funnel keywords. Because again, when it comes to SEO, the goal is not to drive traffic. The goal is to drive revenue growth. And if you want revenue growth, you need to prioritize the bottom of the funnel or your shopping page money keywords. Okay. And you want to start with one cluster at a time because you want to shoot for topical authority. You don't want to start with one topic here and another topic there because you'll never get topical authority. You want to be seen as an expert or authority in a specific topic before moving on to the next. So if, for example, you want to, you're building a site on valance curtains. You want to answer every single question about the valance curtains before moving on to the next type of curtain, right? So that you are seen as a topical authority or expert on the topic of valance curtains. Okay. If you don't know what topical authority is when you completely and comprehensively cover a topic to such an extent that search engines view your brand as the authority or expert on that topic. Okay. Moving on. Okay. So when it comes to content, you want to focus on quality over quantity, especially right now when there's, the internet is bloated with all this AI content that it can be quality, can be not quality. Like, AI doesn't actually matter. What matters is the quality of the content, right? You want to ask yourself, is the content actually, is your piece of content actually useful or relevant? And you want to compare your content to what's currently ranking. Like the search engine is showing you exactly what it thinks is the best answer at the moment, right? And you want to ask yourself, is my piece of content actually better? Am I answering the question immediately? I see a lot of brands fail to do this. Like if the query is like, oh, what is XYZ? It takes them, like 3 paragraphs to answer that question. No, like you need to give the answer immediately. If you're taking too long to give your users the answer to their question, then they're just going to hit back and then look for another site that answers their question immediately. And that's like the biggest negative signal for search engines right now, right? Another thing you want to ask yourself is, do you answer more questions? Are you providing more answers to users' questions? And do you answer these questions better than your competitors, right? Are you using images, charts, graphs when necessary? Okay. Because I see so many people wondering why they're not ranking or their piece of content isn't ranking. And it's just straight up like, I'm looking at what's currently ranking and I compare it to their content, and then their content is just not as good, right? Like, of course, your content isn't going to rank. The search engine is looking for the best answer for a query, and your piece of content is not the best answer. And some people are a little bit delusional because they think their piece of content is the best answer to the query. But, you can always ask ChatGPT for an unbiased opinion. Like, ask for the gaps, like, okay, what makes, like, what, you can plug in what's currently ranking and ask ChatGPT to compare it to your piece of content, and you can fill in those gaps, right? Like when it comes to content, the quality is really king right now, especially with the bloated internet. Number 5, internal links. Internal links are still severely underrated and overlooked. When it comes to, brands that we work with, like when we optimize their internal linking, it actually moves the needle a lot. And, I can't stress this enough. A lot of brands overlook internal linking, right? This is what we typically like to do when it comes to internal linking for Shopify stores. So obviously, this is the key page that you want to rank. It could be your collection or your product pages. And you want to feature them on your homepage and navigation because, your homepage has significant link equity. A lot of your backlinks will point to your homepage. You want to make sure you feature your key pages on your homepage. And of course, you want all your supporting blog content to be internally linking to that key page, right? If not, then what's the point? Again, these key pages are what's going to drive revenue growth. The blog posts are there to support these key pages. And if you're not internally linking them, then you're wasting a lot of that link juice. Okay. I have a full video on how to do this properly on my YouTube channel. So go look for that. I explain this in greater detail. Okay. Next, again, when it comes to backlinks, again, it's also quality over quantity. And one thing that I really want to stress is that you should not be scared to pay for quality backlinks. All the best SEOs do it. If you're not doing it, then you're basically running a race with your feet tied together. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but yeah, you're basically handicapping yourself. So please do not be scared to pay for quality backlinks. We typically pay between $100 to $500 for a quality backlink, and they do give a good ROI if you know how to vet them properly. Make sure you're building quality backlinks. We have quality filters that we also like to look at. I have a YouTube video going over this in greater detail, so please look for that. But yeah, when it comes to backlinks, it's quality over quantity. Do not be scared to pay for quality backlinks. Do not bother with garbage backlinks. You do not want to waste your resources at all on garbage backlinks. They're more likely to hurt you than help you. So if you're even just spending $200 on like a bunch of $5 backlinks, your $200 is probably just making things worse for you. It's better to spend that $200 on one quality backlink than these cheap garbage $5 backlinks, because those $5 backlinks are going to hurt you. Okay. Another thing you want to do is diversify link building strategies. These are the link building strategies that we recommend: digital PR, guest posts, link insertions. Majority of the backlinks you're going to build are going to be guest posts or link insertions, right? But you still want to diversify your link building strategies. It's just safer that way. Okay. And the last thing that I want to cover is that tiered link building. Like, a lot of people don't do this, but it's very cost effective because you're powering up your existing backlink profile with more affordable backlinks, like in the form of like PBNs or cheaper link insertions. And the last thing, but not the least, is please leverage AI. Like, I literally used AI to help me create this presentation right now. Like, AI is super powerful. If you're not leveraging AI, you're falling behind, right? You can pretty much leverage AI to do every single one of these SEO tasks, right? Building a topical map, you can use AI to do that, right? To making sure that your content is quality. You can ask AI like what it thinks about your content, to review your content, to help you create your content briefs, to make sure that you are answering more questions, to make sure that you're answering them better, right? You can help AI do these things in a cost-effective way. Even internal links, like you can have AI help you, map out your internal links and backlinks too, right? So please leverage AI. It'll help you do every single part of the SEO process better. And there's probably a lot more ways to leverage AI that I haven't even thought of yet. So spend at least an hour every single day thinking about how you can leverage AI to streamline your processes, whether it's like specific SEO processes or business processes. But yeah, you want to leverage AI to streamline all your processes moving forward. So yeah, that's it. That's this video. Those are the SEO strategies that are working really well right now. If you want to learn how to do each of these things in more detail, I do have training. You can get access to all that training in the link in the description. We cover everything from technical SEO, on-page SEO, and off-page SEO. And if you want us to take care of the SEO for you, you can apply to work with us. I will leave a link in the description. And if you're fit to work with us, we'll hop on a call. And on this call, there's no obligation to work with us. So at the very least, you end up with a free SEO consultation and an SEO action plan that you can implement on your own. So yeah, that's it for now. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for listening. Cheers.